mini tutorial from Upvc Spares for Repairs. Today we're looking at a multi-point locking mechanism with 4 roller cams, which is designed to replace any faulty locking mechanisms on a residential door. The kit you will receive is a full-length multi-point lock with 4 rollers, a deadbolt and the latch, accompanied by screws to secure both the lock to the door and the keep plate to the outer frame. This keep plate is reversible. You will also receive a set of packers that are designed to go in the back of the keep plate and a full set of instructions to help you perform the task. This lock is available in the choices as below. The back set dimension, which is from the front plate to the centre of the square where the handle goes through, the choices are either 28mm, 35mm or 45mm. But also there are the availability to have what we call the split spindle option. That choice you can make for either a 35 or a 45mm back set. This you will choose as you go through the choices on the website when ordering. Having removed the handle and the Euro cylinder and the mechanism itself, you can now install the new mechanism into the Euro group. Whilst holding the mechanism securely in place, you can now insert the spindle and the handle back through the door and then offer back the spring and the handle to the outside of the door. One. And then take the screws up to the point where they're almost tight, but don't over tighten them. And now we can offer the cylinder into the door. To reinsert the cylinder, always ensure that the armature in the centre is sitting smooth with the lock, which means the key will be either slightly off centre 5 to 12 or 5 past 12. Offer the cylinder in all the way through. Ensure that it will latch and locate smoothly, and then finally offer the screw through the side of the door to relocate the Euro cylinder. Remember, don't over tighten this screw either. So now we'll check that everything's working correctly. Insert the key, lift the handle, turn the key, smooth operation, and it's always worth checking that it's working from outside too. Having secured the lock and the handles and put the Euro cylinder in, then you can then start to put the remaining screws into the door. As I mentioned, you get the packers with the kit. You simply part them and then they are designed to fit in the rear of the striker plate. And they click in like that. To ensure that this packer fits correctly onto the door, you would have to offer it onto the door and decide if it needed trimming to ensure that the plate sat flush with the outside frame. To enable you to line up the latch with the keep on the door, what you need to do is transfer a pencil mark top and bottom of the keep, and then close the door and transfer that mark onto the outer frame. Having modified the packers if necessary, now you can offer the striker plate to the door, and you must ensure that the corresponding marks on the plate here and here are in alignment with your pencil marks that you've transferred. This will allow it then to match completely with the striker as it enters. And now we'll simply secure the striker to the outer frame. Holding the plate secure, you can now offer your fixing screws and place two side by side through each of the holes that are already there. Carry on fixing top to bottom. So with the striker plate in place, we can now check that the door shuts securely. Key out, works nicely. Should you require to adjust the compression on the door to allow the door to sit closer to the gaskets, this is achieved by releasing the screws within the elongated slot, which allows the plate to move backwards or forwards to give you either better compression or slightly less. If you require key holder only access from outside the door, then you choose a split spindle facility. This is only available, however, on 35 and 45mm back sets. The kit includes the split spindle. To enable you to see how the split spindle function works, we're working from the inside of the house. This is the split spindle for the inside. We offer that into the door, and then as we operate the handle lifting up, that will engage the deadbolt and will also release the latch. And to illustrate how the external handle and lock operates on the split spindle, you offer the split spindle into the door, once in, you can see that as you depress the handle, the latch doesn't move. However, if you lift it up, that will engage the deadbolt and you are able to lock the door from outside. On return, you will offer the key into the door, turn the key, depress the handle, and you'll see the latch still refuses to move. However, if you turn the key, that pulls the latch in. These are the instructions that you will receive when the kit arrives. However, we'll show you how to change the latch round. To change the latch around on the single spindle version, you need a flat bladed screwdriver and aim the screwdriver towards the front of the latch and gently depress the pin that's inside. That will release the latch, enabling you then to spin it round, simply inserting it back into the hole and pressing it once till it clicks. To change the latch round on the split spindle version, you'll require a 3mm Allen key, which doesn't come with the kit. And to change it round, you simply discover the screw in the end of the latch and unscrew that until it's totally removed from the lock. Lift it out, turn it round, reinsert and re-secure.